A very good morning and welcome to Kowloon Cricket Club for the KCC Morning League Grade 1 match. Aaron Bush with you. It's the Sky Warrior Marbles up against HSBC. With the Marbles winning the toss, electing to have a bowl. We're ready to go with Simit Prek with the ball in hand and Meran Zeb on strike. Dance with a dot to mid-off. That's a no ball. Not a dot at all. I tell a fib. Oh, looks to smash it away and smashes it straight down, maybe onto the 2. That's a no ball as well. So, didn't miss out there. Meran gets another free hit. Oh, gives that some whack over the top. Didn't get it out of the middle. So it won't make the boundary, but they'll jog on back for a double to get first runs off the bat. Oh, you got that one a bit better, though. That's going for 4. First boundary for HSBC today. Oh, confident appeal. Got an edge on that one, but not out. Wicketkeeper Khan Pajetia doing good glove work down the leg side. Good angle in and just push to mid-wicket. I'm going to head over to the KCC Match Centre and see how these two teams are lining up on the table as we head towards the pointy end of the season. And it's 3rd versus 4th. Third versus 4th on the table so far. 2 wins apiece. Sky Warrior HSBC, they're 5th. HSBC ahead due to a washout. 2 and 1 plus 1, 5 points. Sky Warrior Marbles, 2 and 1. A chance for either team to move to second place today. Well, unless it's a tie, one of these two teams will move to second place. I see All Stars out on top, played 5 for 8 points. But in second, Chingy Smashers played 5 points. Just ahead on net run rate over HSBC. One ball left of the first. One Butterpola looks to drive and plays over the top of it. So it'll be 9 runs coming from the first HSBC. 9 for none. Anka Vashista just finishing off a quick phone call before he has the ball and bowls over number 2. Bit of business before doing some business with the ball for Anchor. We'll run through the playing 11s as well today. 2 very strong sides out there in the middle. Start with the fielding side, that is Sky Warriors Marvels, as Anchor still gets his field set. The captain, Ankit Shah. Anchor Vashista with ball in hand. Devon Bajedia. Harsh Jagani. Khan Bajedia, the wicketkeeper. Neil Patwa. Pranav Shah. Rishabh Malpani. Sambo's out there as well. Sambhav Shah. Shail Shah, and obviously Simic Parekh, who opened the bowling. Now for HSBC, they've got big in. Maran Zev also opening the batting, not the captain Shian Wijatunga. Obviously, Johan Buttapola there at the non-striker's end. Wicketkeeper today for HSBC, one Tom Heisinger. KCC player. Also in the side, Bodhi Gua, Belan Ayadore, Badika Dhamapala, Tarusha Mawaduga, Vinat Shetty, Tasira Jayasuriya, and Madhuta Ratnaika, rounding out the playing 11 today for HSBC. All right, ready to go. Calls of catch, and the catch is taken. Anchor strikes with his first delivery. As that's the end of Meran Zeb. He departs for 7, and HSBC lose their first on 9. Nice catch by Rishabh Malpani, backward of square. And a big wicket early on for the Sky Warriors is the new recruit for HSBC. Obviously, all the players out there for HSBC work for HSBC, as does Tom. So, in the side today, before they all head off to work. And into the crease in the second over. Cuts away backward a point and won't get cut off. Heisinger starts with a boundary. Pretty way to get off the mark. Gets Myra and I on screen. Very good morning to Myra Braluch, as always, working in broadcast with me. We'll hear her expert insights at the 10th over as we try to guess the score. And if somebody can manage to hit it down towards the little red tractor, she'll get her bring out as well. Wicket 4 to start the second over. A bit of a yes, no, and they'll all make it through safely for a single. Easy in the end. Of course, Tom's used to playing on the turf pitches to the side of the Astro for KCC. However, last year's Corporate Sixes he played on the Astro and ended up being player of the tournament. Smashed it everywhere. And Johan still looking to get off the mark. Say that perhaps Tom came out at number 3. Because if Johan had got out, maybe Shian had come out, so they'd have the left-right combos going. Around the wicket for Anchor, and Johan will get first off the bat today. One more left of the second. No single there. Quickly sent back. 6 runs and a wicket coming from the second. HSBC 15 for 1. Oh, this could be out. It's skied in the air. Running in quickly. Falls just short. Lucks of fortune. It went straight up in the air. That's lucky for Johan. Mid on, set back. Raced all the way in. But could not get there in the end. It's a single. Heisinger back on strike. Long on, heading back for Tom, plus a deep square leg. And that's heading towards the long on, in fact. Oh, the catch has been put down. Devon Bajetta, usually very safe pair of hands. Heisinger gets a life on 5. Worse for Devon. It was on camera. He came across on screen. Now chance goes begging. 2 skied balls in the last 2 deliveries. Simic bowling very nicely. Keeps this one along the ground, straight to anchor. So no run there. Pulled away hard. That's going to be 4. That's crunched. Down towards the little red tractor. Brilliant. Early on, we get the little red tractor. Thank goodness for left-handers. Managed to pull through mid-wicket. Bajeta. Devin Bajeta to bowl over number 4. Number 44. Bowling over number 4. Cuts away straight to Sambo. A massive mix-up. Direct. No, that wasn't a direct hit. That was Khan hitting the stumps. Chaos. Johan was coming very quickly. We'll look at the replay. Johan was coming, even though it went straight to Sambo at point. Then had to stop. Then Khan fell over the stumps. Classic morning league. Johan again, the tip and run single, and hopefully someone's backing up because that's gone a long way past. Malpani does the job, keeps it to 1. Couple of nervy singles to start the 4th for HSBC. What's the field set up for Highsinger? Long on goes back again. And deep square leg as well. Shale Shah at deep square leg. Oh, and again, tip and run. A boot from Devon. Missed the penalty. A few gusts of wind around to make it a bit cool. You can see the camera shaking as the wind blows through. You can see down at the bowling club. Look at that, flapping away. The sun's slowly breaking through, so quarter century mark now for HSBC. On the pads, but for the left-hander. Probably pitching outside leg, maybe going down leg. Oh, looks to cut away, backs the front foot away, misses it all. Tidy start for Devon. Got a deep forward square for Buttapola. But no long on or long off. Tries to go through mid-off. Cannot. End of the over, tidy one. Just the 3 runs coming from the 4th. HSBC at the quarter century mark there, 25 for 1. Aerial again, Bajeta out in the deep, but this one doesn't carry, 1 bounce. Singer happy to try to go aerial. He's been picking out that long on a couple of times. Now for Johan, deep forward and back square. The backward square is going around to deep square, and it's more of a deep mid-wicket for the other player. They're removing the fine leg, so Nothing on the leg side past that deep square to the short boundary towards our broadcast area. Simmet won't want to be straying onto the pads. And tries to go backward a square. Does exactly where I thought he might target. Zambo was a deep square, but just keeping it backward of square enough to get the 4. Batting right on that leg stump, but still managed to flick it backward of square enough. There, just a little flick around the corner. Calls the catch it. Oh, only the people training over in the nets could have caught that one. They weren't paying any attention. Got lucky. Big one. Back live. And again, the charge. This time, a big old fresh Aries that pushes across the body. Good runs already in the 5th for HSBC. Winds up again. Same result. Trying to go leg side. Misses out. 1 ball left to the 5th. Oh, got that one out of the screws, did he? That's a long boundary. 1 bounce for 4 over towards the scoreboard. Sounded good off the bat. Went long. Just picked out the longest boundary at KCC. So it'll be a 4 to round out a big over for HSBC. 15 runs coming from it. After 5, they're 40 for 1. Devon Bajetta to finish off the power play. Tried to go the slower delivery. Worked. Big full toss. Heisinger's not happy. Missed out completely. Oh, gets the full toss again. Almost puts it down the throat of Shale Shah. 1 bounce. He's picking out the players in the deep at the moment, Heisinger. A nifty little partnership, though. 32 off 26. Bowling's been tidy. Few extras so far for Sky Warriors. Interesting they're saving overs for Anchor after getting a wicket in his first. And they've also, of course, got to calculate. They've still got the big hitting captain, Shion Wijatunga, to come out to bat. So 2 strong lineups today. Oh, big thick edge over the top of 3rd for 4. Again, top edge up over the top. A point this time. Just the one. And Butterpola, he's living dangerously, but getting the runs. 26 off 19 now. Of course, that's how to play some morning league, especially in the power play. One ball left, of which, oh, good Yorker length chopped out by Heisinger through square leg. Take one, and that should finish off the power play with 7 runs coming from the sixth. HSBC 47 for 1. The captain into the attack for the first over outside the power play. Cut in the air, picks a gap, 4 runs, 2 bounces down towards us, in fact. Hello. Can't really see me in the shadows, but we're there, aren't we, Myra? Again in the air with the wrists. And there was 2, you can see, quite close together. They're even closer together now, Pranav and Sambo. That's where that one goes. Goes a bit finer to Pranav. I don't know how to describe this. It's like a point. Oh, it's a point and backward point, but they're a couple of metres apart. Thought given, thought denied by umpire Imran Arif. End of the over, 6 runs coming from the 7th. 50 up for HSBC, they're 53 for 1. And Shail Shah comes into the attack for over number 8. Steady start for HSBC after losing that early wicket of Maran Zeb. Good run rate, 7.57, 9 wickets in hand. Sitting kind of pretty at the moment. Oh, tossed it up outside off and got a bit of extra kick and bounce with the spin. He's dropped that one short. Didn't get it out of the middle there. Heisinger back on strike on 16. Oh, it looks to feather. Almost feathers it to Khan. There is a gap with no third in place, just the point and backward point, so you can see where he's trying. Oh, he looks to do the little lap scoop and misses it into the body. Good tidy start from Shale. And that one's kicked off the side of the pitch. Wait to see. Yeah, it's a no ball. And fair enough. No ball +1 as it hit the edge of the pitch. Free hit for Johan now. He comes all the way down, tries to go through cow corner. They could push for 2 here, and they will. There's a little misfield from Devon. Lets them get back nice and easy. 1 short. Once a little frustrating for HSBC. Johan was short or Tommy was short. Might have come from square leg. Oh, that's going to go for 4, and it's going to be 4 byes as it went straight over the top of middle stump. Beat Batapola, beat Khan Bajedia, and the 50 partnership up for Heisinger and Johan Batapola. 52 of 42, 6 fours and a maximum. Ankacha to continue. Oh, there's a little lappy, and it's going to beat the field. Yes, the chase was on, but just got it too nicely. Gets himself up to 20. The new import for HSBC. Well, no, not for the company, just for the cricket team. Oh, he's done that from outside leg. It's dangerous. Could have almost paddled it onto the stumps, but up to the challenge. Wants a tip and run, but a good call from Batapola sends him back. Oh, winds up on this one. Toe of the bat, though. It's going to find a gap again. They've been lucky with the chip shots today. Batapola wants to go for a second. And they get back safely. A little 9-iron from Heisinger, picking the gap. Oh, got it to skid on through nicely. The captain. Oh, flicks around, finds a gap again. 4 runs backward of square. He's on the charge now. Heisinger, he scored 10 runs this over, moves to 26. Straying onto the pads. You can't do that to Tommy. Flick your way every day of the week. Wants the lappy again, and what it does is come off the hip of Bajetta, and Bajetti up, I should say. And a little bit of bat involved as well. So you'd have to put that. Do we put that down as a half chance, Myra? Half chance. Hard to catch the ball on the hip when your gloves are in the other spot because it's ricocheted off a little bit of bat. Big over, 11 runs coming from the 9th. HSBC 72 for 1. Got that one out of the screws. Work to do in the deep for Devon. Does well right down at the scoreboard. Really well. Saves 2. Again, Johan attacking that. Was it just one? Was it Heisinger? I'll get it right eventually. Yeah, it was Heisinger. They're both gone down towards the scoreboard. Good comeback ball. Cut away to point. Sambo does the fielding. Oh, this could be out. Pranav gets down, bobbles it 3 times, doesn't matter. And that's the end of Heisinger for a fighting 30 as HSBC lose their second on 76. A big wicket and a big partnership comes to an end as it would likely bring the captain, I would suggest, to the crease, Shian Wijatunga. Unless they wanted to go left or right again, but I think 2 lefties out in the middle. A big swing and a miss from Xian. I will wait for the signal. Yes, it is. 4 byes to round out the over. A successful one for the Sky Warriors Marvels. Also, 8 runs coming from the 10th. We're halfway through the first innings as HSBC move to 80 for 2. All right, halfway mark. You know what that means. Myra in the KCC Morning League. Where do you think HSBC are going to end after 20?
166.
166 is the call. I'm going to go 182. Another 102 runs in the final 10 overs. Swinging hard, won't carry out to Devon, so it'll just be a single. And Xian will be back on strike, looking to get off the mark. They got 3 out in the deep on the leg side for the left-handers. They know Xian really likes to target the Cox's road side. Like that. Bang! On top of the draining nets for 6. That's the way to get off the mark. With a maximum. Exactly what we expected. We've now got the ball back down off the top of the training nets. Ankit will have to be wary of anything. Well, I mean, it's a bit hard. Xian will even move across outside off and put it over the mid-wicket boundary. But he could be out here. That's gone skied up in the air, and the best catch out there. Shah gets underneath it. Wow. That was a commentator's curse, because Shale got there. He was so fast off the boundary. Got the hands to it. And it popped out. I thought for all money, Xian was gone there. Gets a life on 6. Goes offside this time. Pranav's there to cut that one off. I'll take the single. Oh dear, giving up an extra on the overthrow. On the replay. Goes out towards long off. Should have just been 1. And a bit of a wild throw in. Allows them to come back for 2. Back live, going through leg side again. Johan, but out to Bajeta in the deep. So runs off every ball. 13 runs coming from the 11th. HSBC 93 for 2. Anki Vasishta back into the attack for number 12. 1 for 6 off his first. He's going to go around the wicket, but drops it too short, and that's going for 6. Bang! Up the road it went. And out the back goes Harsh Jagani to try to recover that ball. Can't bowl it that short, especially to a man in form. Off it goes out the back of the Boundary Cafe. Batapola up to 40. And then gets a full toss. Oh, got lucky there, Anchor. Smashed back at his toe. Deep in the crease, cuts away. They've got 2 there to cut that one off. 100 up with that last single. Now 101 for 2. Cruising along here, HSBC. Usual opening pair. Now doing a 3rd wicket partnership. Ooh, squirted out from the Yorker and safely home for another single. Again, there's been runs off every delivery since the wicket fell. 11 straight deliveries with runs coming. And there it is, finally a dot. Oh, gets the wicket straight through. Gets the big wicket of the captain. Shian Wijatunga has to depart for 10. That's a massive wicket for the Marvels as the HSBC lose their 3rd on 102. New batter to the crease, Bodhi Gore at the non-striker's end. New bowler for over number 13, Sambhav Sambo Shah. Pulled away back with a square to start with, 4 runs. Batapola continues on even after losing his captain. In the air, and again, Harsh just can't get there. 4 runs. Keeps going backward a square. They might have to change up the field. Yeah, they will. Ankit Shah, the captain, will go backward a square. Help fill the gap, and they're going to bring the deep cover inside the circle. Of course, the Sky Warrior Marvels, plenty of the players out there today, will be appearing next Thursday at Ting Kwong Road Recreation Ground for the International Diamond Premier League. They'll be there, and I'll be there. Mic in hand. And my old mate, Brais Saeed, will be coming in as well to join me. We're going to catch that on the IDPL YouTube page. 2 games a day, starting on Thursday. Hong Kong, China, Belgium and India. feather hands, but Pranav in the right spot to cut that one off. Bodie gets off the mark. Another good over, though, even after the wicket fell. Already 11 off it. 2 balls left of the 13th. Now they got a backward square, deep mid-wicket, long on. So 4 outside the circle on the leg side. So it goes offside. And it's Johan's turn to pick out Pranav backward of point. And he picks him out again, and the catch is taken. And they, after getting the half century, Badapola departs. He's out for 50 off 37 deliveries, and the 4th wicket falls for HSBC on 113. And getting back in the game here, the Warriors. 4 wickets down now. Badika Pala comes to the crease at number 6. He'll be at the non-strikers end. So 2 new beaten new batters at the crease for HSBC. And all of a sudden the Warriors of the Marvels, I should say, have got their tails up. Wicket falling at the end of the last 2 overs. Picks out Sambo backward a point this time. Just at that 3rd inside the circle. Keeping with the left-right combo. Dharmapala, the left-hander, face his first delivery. Shail Shah is bowling, even though Myra says it's anchor. It does not look at all like anchor because he's over to the right of us at deep square leg. Dropped it short. Just toe of the bat. Quick single. Good running as Ankit Shah does the fielding. That's possibly going to go for 4. Work to do for Sambo. And I think that hit the ropes. 4 byes. Seen that a few times today, Myra. 4 leg byes this time. I think quite a few getting through down to that short boundary. Straight to anchor. Dharmapala was coming quickly. Good running from both of them. That 4 leg byes really helps. The run's continuing. Myra, with half a chance. Small chance, but half a chance of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. Oh, that's going to be 124, so ruined by the boundary. Badika, what have you done to us? 124 for 4. HSBC fans will be happy. Got past the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now 1, 2, 4, 4, 4. That's kind of cool as well. Yeah, I don't mind that either. Right, end of the over. 11 runs coming from the 14th. HSBC are
1, 2, 4, 4, 4.
1, 2, 4, 4, 4. Sambo will continue. Wicket in his first. And pulled away almost down the throat of Pranav again. He's a popular fielder today, Pranav Shah. Oh, calls a catch again. That one's just going to fall short. Not quite out of the middle yet from Bodie. Oh, a big fresh airy from Namapala. He's hit that straight to Ankit at extra cover. So very tidy this over from Sambhav. Current run rate will get HSBC to 170. That's cut away nicely, but they do have a cover point in the deep. I'm guessing that's Neil over there, and he's been there all day, so hard to see all the way across near the swimming pool pavilion. And they've put the young fella over in the cold, in the shade all day with the breeze blowing, while everyone else gets to stand in nice sunshine. No run there either. Very tidy over in his second. Just the 2 runs coming from the 15th. 5 overs remain. HSBC 126 for 4. Devon Bajeta to bowl over number 16. None for 10 off his first 2. Bringing deep square leg in. Deep mid wicket. Long on, long off. Deep point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's also a cover point in the deep. That's Patwa. Quick single to start the 16th. Well, that's flicked away in the air. Patwa does the pat down. Keeps it to 1. Very good fielding. Cut away again, Patwa out at cover point. I hope that's Neil out there. keep calling it Neil. Myra? Assume it is. Can't see him anywhere else around the field. That's Harsh Dagani you're looking at. Charges on, pops it over the top of Devon's head. And they should come back for 2. Oh, yeah, the dive and makes it safely. AstroTurf Burns. Lucky he's got the sleeves on. Dumbfella. So no damage done. Oh, a little flick. No, it's onto the stumps. It's out. I just looked up and saw the ball flying away down towards fine leg. And then looked back and saw that the stumps had been dislodged. Let's have a look on the replay where I'll pay more attention. He's right across. That's what I was talking about, what Heisinger might have done. But he did it well. Bodigua, not so well. He's paddled it into his middle stump and he has to go. Devon's got his first. HSBC halfway down now, the 131 for 5. Melanara Dury to come to the crease at number 7. 1 ball left of the 16th. And Bellan gets to face it. Just pops it up over through mid-off. Finds the single to get off the mark. Will retain strike. A successful over for the Sky Warriors Marvels. After 16, HSBC 132 for 5. Four overs remaining. Sambhav Shah to continue. Very tidy previous over, just the 2 runs coming from it. Bellan on strike. Gets it high on the bat. Sambo takes a great catch and he's got 2. What a great diving effort from Sambhav Shah. Gets the wickets. Gets the wicket.
Should I play this one or this one?
Of Adoro. And the 6 wickets down on 132. Well, that's a great diving effort. We're going to have a look at it from this angle as well. Worth a second look. Look at that. Rolling, diving. I think he bounced his head off the turf as well. It's going to hurt. Doesn't hurt as much when you take the catch, though. Mahawaduga to the crease at number 8. Sambhav's got 2. He hits hard out to long on to get off the mark. Says no to a second. Tarusha gets off the mark. Namapala, run a ball 8. We've seen this a bit, Myra, in KCC Morning League, where HSBC gets off to a flyer and then stalls, back foot back just in time from Namapala. I did like how everyone there appealed to square leg and the umpires at the other side standing in the sun. So there we go. There's Imran coming in from point. Well, he's at square leg for the left-hander, so can't complain. Left-right combo. They all went up and appealed to the left. And the only person over there to appeal to was Anka Vashishta. Oh, full, then chopped away. That's going to be 4. Oh, and this time, swing and a miss outside off. End of the over. Successful one again. Only the 5 runs as well after 17. HSBC 137 for 6. Oh, calls a catch. Just one bounce. Oh. Talusha's copped that one on the back. Sambo apologises. So and bowled straight through onto the middle stump, and that's the end of Dharmapala for 12. HSBC lose another one there, 138 for 7. Not sure if he chopped that one back in or if it just cut back in, but either way, the bails went flying. Dharmapala goes walking. HSBC in danger of being bowled out here. Looks like Vinit Shetty to the crease, who smacks it out through mid-wicket. And again, Neil in the shade does the fielding. These two need to push the score up now. And they're trying hard, but they're picking out fielders. Oh, that was just hit too hard. That bounced, hit the hands, and went straight over for 4. That was crunched. Back live. And good ball zips on through from Anchor. Mara, your 166 is looking pretty at the moment, I think. Just the collapse from HSBC has put my 182 out of reach. And another swing and a miss. Dot balls are good for the Marvels. End of the over, 6 runs and a wicket coming in the 18th. 2 overs remain. HSBC 143 for 7. Penultimate over going to Devon Bajetta. Khan Bajetta and Devon Bajetta. I always give one an extra eye and forget the eye on the other one. Anyway, Devon's got 1 for 16 off 3. And Shetty on strike. He goes up towards long on. Doesn't carry. Good attack of the ball, though. And attempt out in the deep. They'll get back for 2. I'll be happy with 2. Shetty's attacking. Oh, gets a full one and 4. Put away nicely, backward a square on the 45. Over pitched from Bajetta and Vinnett takes full advantage. No fine leg in place, only a deep square and went 45 on the back of square for this one. It's also dragged a fair way down the leg side, so easy pickings for Vinnett. Live, goes straight to anchored Shah at point, but Mahawaduga is off quickly for the single. 150 up for HSBC. 9 legal deliveries remaining. Oh, they got 3 for an extra. A little sloppy. And that's a win because Vinnett's looking good back on strike, even though Mahawaduga can hit big as well. And a rare extra today from Devon and the Marvels. Oh, toe with the bat. Oh, won't go for the single. Just a miss hit, getting the dot. Not happy, but decided that it's better not to smash his own pad with the bat. Wise, not sure doing that achieves anything apart from a sore leg. Well, flicked up through cover point. Harsh Jagani in the deep. Makes it a 1. 10 off the over so far. 1 ball remaining in the 19th. And Mahawaduga back on strike. You know he's going to wind up. He winds up in the air, backward a point. This is going to top spin as well. Work to do for Harsh. Does well with the slide. And then they're running on the arm. They'll get back for 2. So a good over for HSBC with 12 runs coming from the 19th. They're 155 for 7. Final over, the death over, to be bowled by Anka Vashista. 3 overs, 3 for 21. Really got the marbles back in this game. Got an early wicket in just bowling the 1 over. Comes back in and he's got 2 more. He's got a chance to get more in his final over. Vinod Shetty on strike. Waits on it. Cuts through point. Work to do again for Jagani. Again with the slide. Does well. Saves 2. Yeah, that's another overthrow. Not for the first time today, so it'll be a treble. On the pads. Oh, yeah. Inside edge onto the pads, but it's a dot. Good one for the marbles. 4 balls left. Oh, that's going to be 4. Straying and whipped away by Mahaduga. A nifty little 24-run partnership now between Tarusha and Vinod. Oh, good Yorker length ball from Anchor. Good comeback delivery. I'm going to have to concede Myra's won this one. Her pick of 166 might be bang on if they find a boundary in the next 2 balls. It's not going to be a boundary. Shale gets down, picks it up. It's just going to be 1. So Shetty will get the final delivery. Yeah, good ball again in the block hole. Chopped out. Patwar's onto it quickly. They're going to run anyway. And the throw a little wide. So they'll get back for 2. And we'll be in the innings break here at KCC. Myra Shush. 165 for 7. Yes, they need 166 for victory. That's your numbers. We get it. Okay, batting and bowling cards. Marin Zeb was out cheaply. 7 runs to start with, but a half century for Johan Buttapola. Got the runs on the board, 50 off 38, combining for a half century partnership with Tom Heisinger, who got 30 off 28. Just a 10 for the captain today, Shian Wijatunga. Bodhi Gua out for 7. Dharmapala got a 12, and Bellan was out, caught and bowled. Great catch it was from Sambo, out for 1. And in the end, a little 27-run partnership between Tarusha Mahaduga and Vinod Shetty, getting the score up to 165 with the help of 20 extras. 10 buys, you really said that. Okay, the bowling card, please, Myra. Okay, opening the bowling, Simit Parekh, 3 overs, none for 31. Ankle Vashista, the pick of the bowlers, 3 for 31 off 4. Devin Bajetta, 1 for 28 off 4. Ankit Shah, the captain, 3 overs, none for 30. Shale Shah, 3 overs, 1 for 14. The best in the Econ column. And Sambhav Shah, 2 for 17. So we're in the innings break here at KCC for the Kowloon Cricket Club Morning League Grade 1 match. The Sky Warrior Marvels winning the toss, electing to bowl, and HSBC putting on 165. When we come back, the Marvels will need 166 for victory. Join us then. Welcome back to KCC for the Morning League Grade 1 match. Aaron Bush with you. It's the Sky Warriors Marvels up against HSBC. HSBC posting 165. So it'll be 166 for victory for the Marvels. Kambajeta and Pranav Shah out in the middle for the Sky Warriors. Vinit Shetty with ball in hand to open proceedings for HSBC. Slip in place. The captain, Shian Wijitunga, at slip. They've got a deep square leg. Looks like the only one outside the circle, and there's no fine leg. And that's fine leg now jogging across onto the offside. Packed offside field slip. Point, cover, extra cover catching, mid-off. And a mid-on, mid-wicket, deep square leg. 6-3 offside field. There's also a deep third that I've missed there. But here we go. Shetty. And through over the top of the slip. Races away for 4. Oh, wants a single, not there. Butterpola in quickly. And onto the off stump. That's the end of Khan, and the first wicket falls in the first over. He departs for 4 as the Marvels lose their first on 4. Anka Vashishta out of the crease early. This is the big wicket that HSBC needs. Seen him win it single-handedly for the Sky Warriors in the past, and plenty of batting to come, of course. Ashtagani padded up. But if Anchor gets going, there'll be troubling times for HSBC. And Shetty's looked good with the ball. Gives him a bumper, but you can't bowl there to Anchor as he puts it for 4 over into the Marvels dugout. Gets off the mark, much like Khan, but much more controlled. I can't see if Patwa's padded up over there. I assume he is, though. Bowls it short again, but cut straight to point this time. Butterpola cuts that one off. That was a good stop by Butterpola, but I think he's done a damage to his hand. Might have dislocated a finger or something, the way he's holding it and looking at it. maybe split webbing. It looks like they've run off to find the first aid kit. So we'll have a little delay here to finish off the first. Okay. The finger's strapped up, I think. I'm not sure where Johan's gone. Oh, he's just resting off over at deep cover with a split webbing. Seam hit that. It was hit hard by Anchor. Let's finish off the first. Oh, he smashes it to point this time. That's Maran Zeb's hands in the way. So 2 dots to finish off. 8 runs and a wicket coming in the first. Sky Warriors going at 8s. Needing another 158 at 8.32. Tasira Jayasuriya into the attack for over number 2. First over for him, obviously, as it's the second over of the innings. Pranav gets to face a ball for the first time today. I'm going to head on back to KCC Match Centre and have a look at all the stats for Grade 1. Starts with a good one, a dot ball for Jayasuriya. ...124 runs so far this season for Pranav Shah. Highest run scorer for the Marvels. They've only played the 3 matches, of course. Oh, swing and a miss outside off. Anka Vashishta, 82. Plus his 4 today, so 86. Pranav Shah's averaging 62 in the competition so far. He can get off the mark with a single. Looking at the HSBC bowling, their leading wicket taker, Ravi Archar, not playing today. They tend to share around the wickets. Vinod Shetty's got 3 as well. He's probably got 4 now after the first wicket, so he's probably top of the table. Also, no Islam. Additional Islam not playing, another noted wicket taker for HSBC. Down a touch on the bowling stocks. If you go through their top wicket takers, actually, Ravi Archer not playing. Vinod Shetty open the bowling. Dishul Islam not playing. Subramanian not playing. Saeed Minajuddin not playing. So Sheehan has got a wicket, and so has Bellan. So lots of work to do for this side with the ball. Their new in, Tommy Heisinger there on screen, won't be bowling. He's the wicket keeper. They do have Maharan Zeb today. Oh, that's up and over the top of the infield. Maybe a 6-iron, that one. Not making it to the boundary. Get back for 2. Should round out the over as well. Tidy one from Jayasuriya. Just the 3 runs coming from the second. Sky Warriors marvels are all the ones. They're 11 for 1. Vinod Shetty to continue. Watchful from Pranav to start with. Good to see Yohan's back on the ground. He is at deep cover. It's going to be a long, painful day at work for Batapola, but I think the half century probably will ease the pain. Up and in the air. Doesn't carry out to deep mid wicket. Find a single. Well, this battle will continue. Anka Vashishta, Vinod Shetty. Knows if he drops it in short, it's going to get pulled away. If he pitches it up too much, could get smacked away. They're taking the slip out for Anka. And they're putting a, not really sure, 3rd inside the circle, but very fine. That's Luck's a fortune. It's going to go for 4. A very good ball from Shetty. So he hit for 2 fours, 3 fours in total. One was a loose short ball, but 2 more. One went through the slip cord, and that one, French cut from Vashishta, goes for 4 down through fine leg. Which on the replay could have easily chopped onto that leg stump. That's another 4 to Vashishta, and he moves into double figures already. Went the charge, just stayed inside the trams as well. So good ball from Vinod. And charged, but went too wide, thinking it was going to be a straighter delivery. Clever bowling. Again in the block hole, just chopped out for a single to mid-on. One ball left to the 3rd. What are we thinking, Myra? Is 165 enough? Can HSBC defend this? Myra doesn't think so. I think it all depends on this power play and whether these two get out or go big. Pranav's had a change of bats, so I'm about to see if this new bat goes big or goes out. Scooped in the air. I think it's going to land safe. And Johan has to do the fielding. Does a punch down with his right hand because I think the left hand's not working so well. So did well. Saved 3, 7 off the third. Halfway through the power play. Sky Warriors Marvels are 18 for 1. Jayasuriya to continue. That one's gone very wide, pushing across the body. Cuts fine, good dive, good piece of fielding. Heisinger's going to put the lid on here for Anchor, stop him dancing down the pitch. That's a bonus for HSBC to have somebody with the skills of Heisinger able to come up to the stumps, to the medium paces. Oh, he winds up on that one and goes through cow corner. Not even going to bother finishing the first single. He knows that's 4. Another boundary to Anchor. Third one? Third one. Doesn't need to go down the pitch. Just gets it in the slot. Deep mid wicket was in place, so he went through cow corner. Picks up the 4. This time goes up and over the top of the bowler's head. That one's a 7 iron, so it's not going to make the boundary. Gets 2. Using all the irons today. Bang. Not running, doesn't even leave the crease because that's gone on top of the tent. Big one and a big over for the Marvels. Already 14 off it. Still 2 balls left. And now Jayasuriya learning you can't drop it short to Bashishta. Wasn't overly short. It was just short enough for him to pivot. And that one's going up and deep mid-wicket can't get there either. Just a matter of how far it went. Waiting for the signal from umpire Imran Arif. Four. Took a while. Deep mid-wicket had no interest in actually telling anybody what happened out there. Bodhi Gua at deep mid-wicket. It wasn't far away from a catch. Just he's now moved further around towards cow corner since Vashishta doesn't mind that spot. He also likes that spot. That's up and over. That's going to be a 5 iron for 4. Not quite the 3-iron. I haven't played golf in about 15 years. I'm not sure why I'm making so many golf references. But Anchor keeps chipping it up in the air. So big over, 22 coming from it. And now all of a sudden the marbles are going at 10s. They're 40 for 1 after 4. Vinnicetti to continue. Pranav Shah on strike. And he's got the 7-iron out. Maybe even an 8-iron on that one. Just popped up over the top of mid-on. The irons are effective though, generating doubles, keeping the runs ticking over. For HSBC, they need to find a wicket here. Already a 38-run partnership. Raps on the pads going down leg. And that one's a 7-iron. Batapola in the deep. Keeps it to 2. I'm assuming after the power play I can end the golf references, as they like to chip it over the top of the infield. That one's flatter, harder. 4-iron 4. Myra, where did that 4 go? Was it down to the little red tractor? No. Oh, it's close. The tractor's between the two sheds. It was close to the little red tractor. Shed. Oh, well, no bling for that one, according to Myra. Still nice shot. Again, going up and over the top of the infield. Got the deep cover in place. Took that out of place by going through extra cover. And this one guided, but straight to Sheehan, waiting at a fly gully. And this time decides to pick the gap between the fly gully and point. 4 runs down towards our commentary position. Bodhi Gua just has to go pick that one up. So good over again. 12 runs coming from, let's say, the 5th. Sky Warrior Marvels get the half century up as well. They're 52 for 1. Belan Ayadore to bowl the final over of the power play for HSBC. Anchor on strike, goes the reverse, up and over the top. One bounce, 4. Straight away goes the switch hit, and over it goes. And Myra waves. Squeezes that one out 4 to square. Work to do for the deep square leg. Looking around the field, should be Maran Zeb out there. Does well. Keeps it to 1. Just up and over the top of the infield. 9 iron this time. Maybe even a sandwich. Only just clearing the infield. Charge flick 4. Managed to hit that straight into the palm tree. Square leg in the deep. How much is Anchor up to? He's into the 40s now. This is what he does. He just demoralises teams. Remember, whichever team wins today will go to second on the ladder. Oh, and puts one right on the toes. Might have yorked himself there, Anchor. And he'll retain strike. And it'll be 13 runs coming from the 6th. The power play is done. And the Marbles are almost going at 11s. They're 65 for 1. Power play done. 101 runs required. 9 wickets in hand. And a 61-run partnership. It's going to bring the captain into bowl, Shihan Wijatunga. Needs to find a wicket and find it fast. With Anchor Vashishta in the mood, 43 off 19. Power play done, so HSBC can spread the field. They've got a deep square leg, deep mid wicket, long on, and a deep cover point. Oh, big top edge. One bounce, flies away for 4. Shihan can't believe it. And that's what's in the books. Tries to stay outside the arc, but too far outside the arc. And swatted away. That's game for 6. 50 up for Anchor Vashishta in just 21 deliveries. 2 maximums, 8 fours. Going it over 2 runs a ball. This is big. Pulled it from outside off, up and just backward a square. Think it actually left the ground. Oh, it's stuck up the top. We're going to get a replacement ball for that one. As Anchor celebrates yet another half century. Well, he scored plenty of Sky Warriors half-centuries. That's his first for the 25-26 KCC Morning League Grade 1 season. Previous best of 39. So that puts him on 92 runs for the season. No, sorry. He had an 82. The game with his 53. It's about 135. Very close to making him the top scorer. That one's dragged down the leg side. Just a wide. Got cut off with a glove from Heisinger. So that one looks like it's stung as well. Might be a whole bunch of HSBC traders today with non-working left hands. That's 6. Forget about that one. That one's bigger than the last one. The wind picks up, and this one's gone with the wind. Gone a long way back. I think we need another ball. That one's a single. Oh, a big thick edge from Pranav. These two are battling to see who's top run scorer for the Sky Warrior Marvels now. Pranav, by my calculations, up to 141. And Anchor's 142. And now Pranav is 145 as he picks up a 4 and it smashes into the shed near our broadcast. A big, big over after the 7th. 23 runs coming from it. Sky Warrior Marvels are already past the halfway mark of this run chase. They're 88 for 1, needing another 78 in 13. Bellan to continue. First over going for 13. Anchor on strike. Oh, good one on the toes. He'll take the single. And Pranav's 21 off 16. That's a very handy knock. It's just he's been overshadowed at the moment by Anchor. Happy to take the little single and put Vashishta back on strike. 86-run partnership. 76 runs to get. Anchor on 61. Do we dare say he's a chance for a century? Big top edge and out. And some commentators curse. If ever you've heard it, Anchor Vashishta departs for 61. Bodhi Gua takes a good catch off the top edge and they break that 86-run partnership as Vashishta departs as the Sky Warriors 90 for 2. Ashtagani comes to the crease at number 4. And Balan gets a well-deserved wicket. Getting rid of the dangerous Anchor Vashishta for 61. Harsh can certainly bat. And of course they've got Neil Patwai to come as well. Hope we get to see Neil have a bat, Myra. We get to see that look away 6.
It's been some while.
It has been some while. But he's got the wind assist to do the look away flick 6. Because the wind is really picking up. As you may currently hear on the microphone. It's a weird breeze. Mara, we're getting it blowing across the ground right to left, and you can see that's how it's fluttering on Heisinger's shirt. But if you look out the back towards long on, long off and the flags, the wind's blowing the other way. No idea how that's working. Oh, delicate little dab, one bounce. The backstop in place. Oh, what an over that was. Just 4 singles and a wicket coming in the 8th. The Marvels 92 for 2, needing another 74 at 6.17. Namapala to bowl over number 9. Pranav Shah still out there. 23 off 18. Will he start to take the lead and go big? They don't really need to. Run rate required 6.17. They're going at 11 and a halves. Job not done yet though. Need to keep the runs going. Looks to chop down. I'll find 1. Just had a look at the Hong Kong Observatory app. Strong winds expected from the east. The monsoon signal is up. That's a wide. Yeah, current winds 21 kilometres per hour from the east, gusting to 42 kilometres per hour. Oh, he's got an edge on this one, I think, Harsh, and he's going to get 4. Did get the edge just past the outside of Heisinger's glove, up to the stumps, and finds the finest of 4s. Ooh, millimetres away from the gloves. Gusting to 42 kilometres per hour, Myra. That's about how fast I bowl. World record in slowness. full. And a punch straight to mid-on. No run available. Pranav has to scamper back. And a little bit of a fight back here from HSBC. The run rate required now under 6. Calls the catch, won't carry to long on though. Be a single. .7 degrees. As you said, what is it, December? That's not even December weather, that's January weather. After a heat wave in February. And now we're freezing again, even with the sun out. That's driven nicely. Just wide of long off for another single. Made off the over so far. 100 up for the Marvels. 100 for 2. Sitting pretty at the moment. That's too wide, that one. Need to re-bowl. And straight to Shian at extra cover. So 9 runs coming from the 9th. Marvels 101 for 2, needing another 65 at 5.91. Has he got the edge? Heisinger thinks so. Umpire thinks so. Harsh Dagani departs for 6 as Ayadori gets his second. And the Marvels lose their third on 102. Little faint feather edge from Harsh. One of those ones that you're glad you got Heisinger behind the stumps. Follows the ball. Takes the catch. And HSBC keep their dreams and hopes alive of moving up to second on the ladder. Shail Shah coming to the crease at number 5. No sign of Neil Patwa. Shail just pushes it to square leg. Gets off the mark. Pranav still out there. Lost 3 partners now. Again, straying just onto that leg pad. Wide. Didn't collect the pad this time. Just going down leg. Oh, zips through. Just stays inside the trams. And drag down the leg side again for a wide. Badika to continue. Run rate now exactly 6. 59 off 59. I can't. All right, a few changes in the field, so slight delay. Now we can continue. Looks to pull away, but the ball got onto him a little slower than expected. Toe with the bat out to deep forward square. Still a runner ball. Pranav on 27. Oh, just cut away through gully, but no run available with the fly gully in place. This pushes this one and beats extra cover. Work to do for Widgetunga. Chasing it down towards the little red tractor. Cuts it off, keeps it to 2. And cut to point. Buttapola. Hand looking a little better. Nope. He looks at his hand and goes, nope, still no good. That's him walking back to point. I'm assuming the medical insurance at HSBC is very good. Can repair a couple of busted left hands. Better than the medical insurance for a freelance commentator, that's for sure. End of the over. 3 off it. Very tidy from Dharmapala. 11 done. 110 for 3. 56 to win. 54 balls remaining, which means 6.22 from here. Shale winds up, picks out mid-off. This is going to go deeper than we would have thought perhaps after the 5th or 6th over, Mara. Things slowing down a touch. Good bowling as well. Similar result. They're going to run on the arm though. Direct hit. Everyone's appealing and the finger goes up. The direct hit is a beauty for HSBC. Shah run out for 2 and that's the 4th wicket to fall for the Marvels on 110. Absolute peach of a throw from Vinod Shetty. I'm going to see you have a look at that one. Not that angle. What are you doing with that angle? I don't want that angle. I want a slow-mo on that angle. It's not a slow-mo. Here we go. Slow-mo. Goes to the quick run. Straight to Shetty. The direct hit. And he's short by a couple of inches there. Finally got the replay that I wanted. Thank you, Myra. Okay, Malpani comes to the crease at number 6. Pranav still out there. The very dangerous Pranav Shah. And he'll hit the non-strikers end. Wait, hang on. Now they crossed. So it'll be Pranav on strike. And Malpani at the non-strikers end. I was going to say, Rishabh didn't grow that tall very quickly. It is Pranav. Game on. Pranav finds an easy single. Through a wide-ish mid-wicket, cow corner. And I wonder how many of those overthrows from the Sky Warriors will come back to haunt them. I've not seen that in the second innings. Good fielding. Heisinger and Wijatunga having a little chat about how they approach the new batter in Rishabh Malpani. Still haven't seen Patwa. Batting at 7 at best. Bring on the youngster, that's what we say. Oh, that's cut nicely though. Straight to Johan. Doesn't play weekend cricket for KCC, Johan Buttapola, but his son does. Flicked with the wrists for a single down to Jayasuriya at long on. So just singles at the moment. I'll get you at the end of this over, Mara, to scroll back down and let me have a look at the last time a boundary was scored. Again, just the single to long on. So 4 singles and a wicket coming in the 12th. Marvels 114 for 4, needing 52 more. It's 6.5. Last boundary. Myra has found it. 8.3. So in the 9th over. Now we're going into the 13th. 114 for 4. 52 required. Run rate required. Creeping. 6.5. Dharmapala into a third. Oh, that's swatted. Thank goodness for the trees we didn't lose the third ball. 6, but it bounced back into the ground. Oh, full toss. Just wait for that one. I think it's 4. Waiting for the signal for square leg. Under the waist height. 6. Six 1-6 as Pranav also gets himself in the big ones this over. And a good fight back. We were talking about no boundaries since the 9th. Can't have time to watch that one. Probably wouldn't have seen it anyway because of the long wait for the decision. Back to dots. That's good. But now just 38 off 44. And the pendulum swings back in the Marvels' favour. Pranav, 38. Pulls away again through square. They do have deep square leg in place. He'll take the single, retain strike, and a big over comes to an end. 16 runs coming from the 13th, and the Marvels are back at going at 10s. They're 130 for 4, needing another 36 at 5.15. Ratnaker into the attack for the first time today. Didn't see him with the bat. Now see him with ball in hand. A job to do for HSBC. They want to get the win. It's a no ball to start with. That's suboptimal. Free hit coming up for Rishabh. Skied up in the air. It's another chance. Shetty gets underneath, but it's the no ball free hit because of the wide before it, so they'll get through for one. That's a good delivery this time from Ratnagar. 32 off 40. 6 wickets in hand. We don't use the Wasp projector in these games, but I'd say it'll be about 80% for the Marvels now. Someone's whipped out to deep mid-wicket. Maran Zeb. Myra said Maran bowls, but we haven't seen him have a bowl.
I didn't see.
You did say that you thought he had a bowl. Is he opening bat? I'm sure he can bowl. Everyone can. Various levels of decency. Well, that's cut away nicely. Work to do for Batapola, who does a good slide. Cuts it off for one. All right, end of the over. 29 more required for the Marvels. 137 for 4. Handy little 27-run partnership, just 16 deliveries. That was after the big Dharmapala over. So he's going to take a break, and Vinod Shetty's coming back in with 1 over remaining. He needs to try to break this partnership, get a wicket in his final. Need to do something to try to stem the runs. A couple of wickets, but like we say, I haven't even seen young Neil Patwar out here yet. Not so young these days, but still younger than most in a morning league. Shetty to Malpani, who hits hard, but poor old Oh, that's Modi Gua there, in fact. I thought it was Butterpola, but Butterpola's at point. Modi Gua at extra cover does well. Oh, big full toss, just below waist height. It's going to only generate a single. It's on to Malpani quickly. Oh, cut nicely. That's for Malpani. Continues strong with the wrists, just 4 to point. Now 23 required off 31. And Shetty, their strike bowler, only has 1 ball remaining. I said earlier, HSBC down on the bowling stocks, up on the batting stocks, bringing Highsinger in, but missing Dishul Islam and a few others that usually open the bowling and get the wickets. Goes full. We'll keep that to a dot. 6 off the 15th. 143 for 4. Another 23 required at 4.6. Naga bowl a second. Reasonably tidy in his first, just the 7 runs. It was the 3 wide or 2 wides and a no ball. Got the runs on the board. 22 off 29. And again, the one going down the leg side. Need to re-bowl. Extra for the Warriors. They'll move to 6 points if they find these 21 runs. Comes down the wicket, but Yorks himself almost. They move to 6 points after 4 games. It means they're pretty much on par with the top of the table as well. Which is the All-Stars, is it? I'll go back to the KCC Match Centre. That tells me everything. Stats, teams, table. It is the IC All-Stars. Played 5, won 4 and lost 1. 8 points. Sky Warriors with a back-end heavy schedule. Not playing very much in the first half. As this is just their 4th of game of the season. That one's down leg as well. Calls a catch. Shetty takes another catch, and maybe some late hope for HSBC as Malpani departs for 17, and the Marvels lose their fifth on 146. And finally to the crease at number 7, Neil Patois. If he doesn't give us the patented look-away 6, we'll be disappointed, Myra. He's got wind assist and all. That one's cut straight to Batapola. So 1 run and 2 extras coming in the 16th as this game continues. Going deep. The Marvels 146 for 5, needing another 20 at exactly 5 and over. Pranav Shah still out there. Lost 5 partners now. Doesn't care. Top scorer for the Marvels this season. Averages 62. He's unlikely to get to his average today unless he scores all the final 20 runs. But if he doesn't get out, his average is going to go even higher. Top score of 92 not out as well for Pranav this season. It's been very good. Bodhi Gua to bowl over number 17. Look at that wind. Just shaking the camera. And again, it's blowing from the opposite direction at the other end of the ground. Chopped in the air, just wide, 4 runs. Pranav moves to 47. Already seen 2 half centuries today. Will we make it a third?
We already seen 3.
150 up with that, and Pranav's going to move to 48 with a single out to Shetty at long off. Cuts backward a point, 2 chasing it down. The chase is on. Oh, a big full toss, given the treatment. And that's the half century for Pranav Shah. 4 runs, brings it up. Myra will put that in properly and he'll be 52 off 43. All right, 52 off 43. It is our 3rd half century of the day. And just 8 more required now for the Sky Warrior Marvels. End of the over, 12 runs coming from it. And Neil Patois will be on strike for over number 18. And it's going to continue to be Ratanaker. He was good last over. How good was that? 3 runs and a wicket. Just needs to drop the wides out and it'll be almost perfect. Uses the wrists straight to Shetty at mid-off. It's good that Pranav has got his half century now, so Patwa can just finish this off if he so desires. And he so desires. Goes back with a square for 4. Another one of those, and we'll be done today. Just 4 more required for the marbles. Thought that 165 might be not quite enough, and it turns out to be correct. And that's up, and that's it. That's going to be the ball game here at KCC for a Friday morning as the Marbles get a 5-wicket victory over HSBC. And teams shake hands. Patwa finishes it off with back-to-back 4s. And we'll have a look at the batting and bowling card before we wrap up today's broadcast. There's the batting card. Khan was bowled by a beauty by Vinod Shetty, but Pranav and Anchor putting on a massive partnership together. Anchor getting the first half century, 61 off 25. Harsh out for 6, caught behind. Good glove work from Highsinger. Shah was run out after going for a cheeky single. And Ripash Malpani with a 17. Neil Patwa finishing it off with 11. The player of the match today will be Pranav Shah. Once again, scoring for the Marbles with a 52 not out. The bowling card for HSBC today, a 2 for Belan Ayadore, 2 for 27, 1 for 33 for Vinod Shetty, and 1 for 18 for Ratnaika. The rest not getting in the wickets column. For the match summary, as we have a look in the first innings, HSBC a half century to Yasin Badapola, Highsinger with a 30, Anchor Vashishta with a 3 for 31. Actually, he might be player of the match to think about it. And Sambhav Shah, 2 for 17, Shah 1 for 14. Anchor with a top score 61. Pranav not out 52. Yeah, we're going to change that. We'll give the player of the match to Anchor as the Sky Warrior Marbles win by 5 wickets. We're going to wrap up today's broadcast, and don't forget, we'll be back next week. Well, Myra will be back next Friday for all the KCC Morning League action. Make sure you join us then from 7 a.m. But until then, this is Aaron Bush signing off.